Hello there, how are you doing? In this video, we are basically going to be looking at the elements of a crime, or this is also known as the ingredients of a crime or an offense. Hello there, my name is Mutiaba Conrad. I'm a lawyer and a private law tutor. And before we start on our class, I encourage you to ensure that you subscribe to my channel in case you haven't yet subscribed. Also turn on the notifications so that every time videos are released, this is actually brought to your attention. Students are interested in private law tutorial sessions. Please feel free to reach out to us. We can always make a private arrangement and we will be able to help you and improve your grades. So let's jump straight into the elements of a crime. Now, from the onset, it's really very important to note that if, for example, a person does any act or mission that is contrary to the criminal laws, we will always examine the existence of two important elements, or call them ingredients. We will always look whether there is what in Latin is known as the actus reus, which basically means a guilty act. So the act of a suspect must be guilty. What we mean here is that the act must be prohibited by a certain statute or by a certain act of parliament. It's important to note that a person cannot be found guilty of a criminal offense unless two elements are present. That is the actus reus, and this is a Latin term to mean a guilty act. Okay, so actus reus is very important. So if someone does something, okay, that act must be guilty. There must be a certain statute that actually prohibits the act or omission. Now, when we talk of an act, you know what we mean. An act is an action. Okay, so you can do something that actually the law prohibits. Okay, and that would amount to the actus reus, or the guilty act. But also there are situations where you may not act, okay, but you may actually omit to act. From the word omission, to omit means the failure to do something which you're actually required to do. For example, a mother who refuses or fails to breastfeed their child, okay, that is not an act because the mother did not do anything, but it's actually an omission. It's the failure to breastfeed the child that actually could amount to an offense, for example. So basically, the first element of a crime is an actus reus. So whenever a crime is committed, as prosecution, as the state attorney, you must establish an actus reus, okay? But that's not enough. Remember, we said that for an offense to be completely committed, there must be actus reus and mens rea. So let's now proceed to look at mens rea, which is actually the second element of a crime. So the mens rea basically means a guilty mind. So the act, not just the act, but also the mind must be guilty. And that for an accused to be guilty of an offense, both the mens rea and the actus reus must be proved beyond reasonable doubt. Now, this is really very important. Prosecution has to prove both the actus reus and the mens rea beyond reasonable doubt. The standard in proving criminal matters is beyond reasonable doubt, not on a balance of probabilities. Prosecution has to adduce evidence that is watertight. Okay, the standard is beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, an act alone cannot make someone guilty of an offense unless the mind is guilty too. In absence of one of those two elements, the actus reus or the mens rea, there cannot be an offense committed by an accused person. This is really very important, and this principle of actus reus and mens rea is really very important to understand from the onset. So for a crime to be committed, there must always be the actus reus, which is the guilty act, and the mens rea, which is the guilty mind. So the mind of an accused person must be guilty. How do we tell that the mind is guilty? We look at certain elements of mens rea, such as intention, recklessness, okay, wantonly acting, among others. So those are the elements of actually a guilty mind. However, those elements are actually looked at in another class on this channel. You can actually look at the elements of mens rea, which are already on this class. However, as we conclude our class, it's also important to note that there are exceptions, okay, where just the mere commission of an act is enough to make certain conducts, such as an action or omission, culpable. Those are the exceptions, such as offenses of strict liability, whereby just doing a prohibited act in itself is enough to bring liability towards you, even when there is no mens rea. This is very important to note, and that is for offenses of strict liability. And there's already a channel in this class which you can check out for offenses of strict liability. But basically, that is what you have to note, and that was all for our class. Again, in case you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, turn on the notification, like and share this video. We meet in another class. Bye-bye.